opened back in 2002. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And tough going there, as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And a pretty athletic run right there, as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
Great.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Puka Nacua with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go now.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pass complete there to Nakua. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Puka Nakua, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. How did he stay on his feet? And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. A handoff, Barkley running left. Past the 20. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 59 yards. And the Lions have come back to make it a 2-point game. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 37 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Second and 11. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll look to throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Three quarters in the books.
From the 41, here's a second down and 4. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw.
And he is caught.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
That's another Lions.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw.
He finds his man, Pollard.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Nolan Smith
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
25 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
Slant pass, Pollard brings it in.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That one let go deep for Laporta.
And this is taken in at the 5.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So the clock shows 55 seconds to play as they line up for a critical onside kick. And the Lions have recovered. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Oh, it felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Complete. Smith has it. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Philadelphia, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit. I'm Brandon Go.